Hey, Mom.
Oh, hey, Mom.
We're on air and we're waiting for people to log in. I know I have my dad coming in, which is awesome. But we're here to discuss our film,
There you go.
Resilient Hearts. It's all about the journey, which has never been truer. This has been quite a journey.
Yes. I am Bonnie Freeman. I will be the one to get the blame for this. I wrote a called Resilient Hearts. And, well, actually, my husband gets some blame. He encouraged me to convert it to a script. And what you're meeting is a core group of people that made this movie happen, called Resilient Hearts. It's all about the journey.
My name is Nico, and I play the role of Michael Lafata, nurse practitioner, who is the unofficial leader of our supportive care team, our palliative care team, taking care of terminally ill patients and kind of using a lot of humor and compassion and just respect when dealing with his patients and giving them a feeling of normalcy. And that's kind of the main theme that we try to show in this film. It's giving everyone that feeling of normalcy and feel normal again.
I really wanted a vehicle to use to help inform people and entertain, because talking about improving care of the dying isn't exactly comfortable material for a lot of people, yet it's just crucially important to get a message out about standards people should expect in their care and what resources are available out there. I was really motivated to do this movie mainly because of different events that I've encountered in my role as a palliative care nurse practitioner. It really devastates me when you realize that they've gone 2-3 years without somebody really being there for them and getting them out of pain and helping them make the most of the time they have. And it's sad that I'm brought in literally the last few weeks or months of their lives. And this film, I want to change that. I want to show what we can do and to have people really appreciate the difference we can make.
And how much of the story is based on true events?
Boy, I would have to say, I mean, some of it were from articles that I've read about events. I would say all of it, but not necessarily in the sequence that it's presented in the movie. It's, I always wondered when they would talk about, where did this character get developed from or whatever. It really is a combination of several people, events, and things like that. But yeah, the core of it are really different events that happen.
If we want to talk about how the character of Michael was created, was through Bonnie, was her real life experiences. And she created this character, Michael, which fortunately was for a guy, and I happen to be one. So I was able to play the part. When my wife went to work that day, I had the day off, and I sat down and read the script, and I didn't stop reading. I read the entire script all the way through because it captured my heart and my funny bone. It made me laugh, and it made me tear up, and it even made me bawl my eyes out. As weird as that sounds, something made me connect with this story and the character so much to where I felt like I felt like I needed to get the part. I needed to do whatever I could to at least audition.
Mm-hmm. So passionate and so into the character. He really is Michael. It's quite amazing. And we really had a close working relationship because we could talk about what is it that you'd be feeling and how would you be acting. And it was great to see episodes that he would do, and it was literally what was in my mind when I wrote it. It was really cool. It was like deja vu. Okay,
yeah.
We're being replaced.
We're being replaced.
This is when the part when an actor is told he's being recast and he's going to cry and drown in his own sorrow. But it's okay. All right, I got this film. Thank you, guys. I'm sure I'll be back to say my goodbyes.
I'm Alan Freeman, the director of Resilient Hearts, the movie.
And I'm Tamir Gedalia, the producer of Resilient Hearts, the movie.
and they are going to give us a question.
Tamir, I think a big question first and foremost is the film is almost no budget. So how did you manage this film and the entire cast and crew and the production with almost no budget?
Yeah, so
Loaded question. Let's just start with the biggest
so
one.
I want just tell you like short story. I told Ellen that I wrote in Kickstarter. It's a no budget film. And he said, "Hey, that's not no budget.
That's small.
But in the movie industry, in the film industry, this budget considered even less than no budget. It's like in the film industry, it doesn't mean it's not a lot of money, but let's say $1 million film, it's like considered almost low budget,
Almost no budget.
ultra low budget. So imagine almost all of the film, 85%, 90% was shot in the hospital, and that was the moment we got to have the hospital. It changed a lot, like
You get all the-
location.
The supplies are there, all the
supplies, everything.
backgrounds,
Even
equipment.
then how did you find? I mean, obviously the hospital didn't provide a crew for you.
Yeah.
So how did you go about finding a crew?
So first of all, yeah, the location made me think, oh, that can be maybe doable, like even with almost no budget. And then we started to look for a crew and cast. And again, as a producer, first of all, people are used to work in films that are comedy, horror, or drama, like things that are for just entertainment or like art. And here, many people they saw the theme of the movie and they were like, oh, I can do something with a good cause, and not only another production, another commercial, another movie. And another thing is people want to work in features. Features are I met people that I got them into the crew of the film, and they told me, I'm 6 years doing short films, doing student films, and here we had also a feature, also a good cause, a great subject, a great script.
How many projects have you directed? Feature films have you directed before?
I have not directed any feature films before, but I have directed music videos, and I've directed documentaries, which I also shot in those cases. Not in this case, but yeah, in those cases it was a much smaller, no budget production. But yeah, the music videos were probably a little bigger. You know, I had more people involved in helping and going out to locations and things like
But
that.
nothing like a 90-minute feature film.
No, and this is the first time I had directed people with actual dialogue, because the music videos are just they're pretending to sing to the music in the background,
Right.
And even the documentaries, you're just leading them with questions and whatnot, and then they're giving their viewpoint. I was already thinking this is a great project from the screen play that she wrote, based on the novel. But yeah, I already, like you said before, I already knew a lot about the story, and so I was looking forward to it. It was pretty daunting at first, because you have a lot of people all giving you their opinion.
It's overwhelming.
And then after a day or so, I'm like, I can focus on what I wanted, and I stick to my shot lists. And
you settled into it. You definitely settled into that role nicely.
Thank you.
Had the control and without cracking the whip.
Me?
Actually, this is just me. I just want to know what was it like to work with Nico. Yeah.
It was great because you knew as much about it as Bonnie and I, it seemed, and so you would just adding to it. You would go into the scene and you would give it your all, and then you'd always throw in 10%, 15% more to make it even funnier or more serious, whatever, depending. And it just brought the whole level up. And I think all the other actors picked up on that, and they brought their higher A game.
So we get more and more interest from TV networks, from medical communities, also pay TV, which means Netflix, Hulu, Amazon. And the Kickstarter goal, the thing that we need the most, is that we will be able to start to edit the film. and we need this in order to have a film that we can show and kind of maybe have a distribution deal that we can show this film to the world. And we are going to start to submit it after we're going to edit it and sound design and sound mixing and kind of all the post-production. We are going to submit it to festivals, and we want to do it. We want to start the post-production, which is a very big process.
You saw the belief that everyone had in this film, in this story, and the belief that they had in Bonnie, and that's kind of where it all started, and it snowballed into what it's become now. I mean, we're not going to stop. We see so much potential for this film and what it's going to do for the medical world to start and everyone else. And I feel like to get the type of care that is needed and desired in hospitals, it starts with the everyday person, the public people, to demand that type of care, to ask for that type of care, to say, where's Michael? Where can I get this type of care? And the hospitals want to offer that. It's just unfortunate that palliative care departments aren't getting as much attention and as much funding as they deserve right now. And we hope to somehow kickstart that. No pun intended, kickstart.
Yeah. And, every donation, everything that can help us make it happen, make Resilient Hearts happen, will be forever grateful. We will be so grateful for that, because we are making a film that people in the beginning and everybody can, especially Bonnie and Ellen, they can say, like, people told them, oh, it's not possible to make this film. Like, oh, film, how can you, who will let you shoot it? How can you bring cast, crew? So how can you do a feature film? And they, together with me and people, just said, we are doing it. We are doing it with no, we don't care what the other people say, oh, you can't, like, we just go for it.
Well, I think a lot of people picture it being super serious all the time, and they're going to be very surprised that it's, what, 50-50?
It's pretty much 50-50. Yeah. I mean, we had to, there was a lot of humor and funny moments and a lot of serious and really heartfelt moments.
It's been an amazing journey, and I have been so lucky to have people really on the same wavelength with the same feelings about this project. And it was interesting, sharing some of the ways that I came up with these stories with, and it just made the people involved want to do it even more. And I'm just grateful for this opportunity. And like Nico said, I think we ultimately ended up making friends for life. It was kind of sad to finish because people were like, hey, we haven't seen you guys.
We have to make a sequel.
Yeah, I know.
We already started talking about, like, how can we turn this into something more? We were done. It was like, even though we completed this journey, in a sense, we were like, this can continue on.
Here we
and
go.
I would just like to thank, first and foremost, it was one of those that we did feel like family, and it wasn't one of those that you were hoping that would get done quickly and hoping to move on to the next. You wanted this to be just drawn out as much as possible. And when it was done, it was sad, but we knew it was on to the next step, the next chapter. And we're all still in this as much as we were when we were filming it and trying to see it forward and see it on to what we know it's going to become. So, thank you everyone for what you've given, what you will give, and for just being a part of it. Just any support that you can give, even sharing this, even if you can't give us any monetary, financing behind this. All we ask is that you can support us, share it with friends and family, and anyone you know, and that hopefully it gets made. And, I like food. Again, let's just call it as it is.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Thank you guys very much.
Thank you guys. We're going to go off the air in 5.